I welcome you all to this biology presentation. So in this presentation, I want us to revise a very simple question that is coming from cell organization. So the question reads, the diagram shows a cell from the palisade layer of a leaf. So this is the diagram showing the cell from the palisade layer of a leaf. So this cell is labeled 1. We have this part 1, 2, 3. We also have this structure labeled 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so here we need to identify these parts that are labeled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we are going to start with identifying the part labeled 1. So what is the name of this structure labeled 1? So you can see that this structure labeled 1 is different from this one labeled 6. This one is darker. The one that is labeled 6 is darker. The one that is labeled 1 is light. So this one that is labeled 1 are these. They are talking about these. Okay, these are called the chloroplasts. Now, since they have just pointed at 1, we just say C, chloroplast. Okay, then the part labeled 2 right here, this part. Okay, this part right here inside, this is called the vacuum. Okay, so the part labeled 2 is the vacuum. Then the part labeled 3, these are dots inside, smaller dots. The part that is labeled 3. So this part labeled 3, this is the cytoplasm. Okay, then we come to the structure labeled 4 right here, which is just this outer part here. So the part labeled 4, this is the cell wall. Okay, then the part labeled 5 after the cell wall, this part inside here, this structure inside, this is called the cell membrane. Okay, then we come to the part labeled 6. Remember I said the part labeled 6 and the part labeled 1 are different. The part labeled 6 is dark, as you can see. This is called the nucleus. Okay, so these are the answers to our first question. We have identified these parts labeled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is the chloroplast, 2 is the vacuum, 3 is the cytoplasm, and 4 is the cell wall, 5 is the cell membrane, and 6 is the nucleus. So let us now look at our next question. So here is our next question right here. So our question reads, in the table below, tick the numbers that label the 3 features of the palisade cell, which are also found in an animal cell. So here we are looking at, we need to tick from these numbers here. These numbers are on this palisade cell. So the numbers that we are going to tick, it should show the features or the structures which are also found in the animal cell. So here we have label the number from 1 to 6. Then here we have the present in both animal and the plant cells. So we said 1 is the chloroplast. So the chloroplast is only present in this palisade cell. Then 2 is the vacuum. The permanent vacuum is only present in the palisade cell. Okay, it's not present in the animal cell. Then 3 is the cytoplasm. Okay, so this cytoplasm is present both in a palisade cell and the animal cell. So we have identified the 3. Okay, also when you look at 4, 4 is also present in 4 is only present in the palisade cell because 4 is the cell wall. Okay, so the cell wall is only present in the palisade cell or the plant cell. It's not present in an animal cell. Then 5 is the cell membrane. So the cell membrane is present both in the plant cell and the animal cell. So I'm sure you are getting these answers. So I have identified the 3. 3 is present both in plant cell and animal cell because this is the cytoplasm. Also 5 is present both in the plant cell and an animal cell because 5 is the cell membrane. Then 6 is this one, it is the nucleus, which is present both in an animal cell and a palisade cell or a plant cell. So we have identified the parts that are present or the features which are present both in animal cells and also in the plant cells. So these are 3, 5, and 6. So these are the parts we are going to tick. 3, we are also going to tick 5, we are also going to tick 6. So we have answered our question. I hope this is correct. Okay, so we now come to the next question here, which is question B. So the question reads, state and describe the function of two features of the parasite cell that are only found in plant cells. So we are looking for two features that are only found in plant cells. So remember I said this part labeled 4, which is the cell, it is only found in plant cells. Again, another part, this part labeled 1 right here, which are the chloroplast, they are also found only in the plant cell. Again, this part labeled to the vacuole, the permanent vacuole, they are also only found in the plant cell. So you can pick any two because the question wants you to describe only two. So you need to identify the part. So one, this is the chloroplast. And what is the function of the chloroplast is just to trap what? Sunlight. Okay, they trap sunlight so that a plant will be able to undergo the process called photosynthesis and be able to make its own what? Food for the part labeled one here, the chloroplast. Then the cell right here, the part of the function of the cell wall is just to protect the plant against any damage and the infections. So you can pick these as your answers. So you can write our answer in complete sentence form where we say part 1 is the chloroplast which traps sunlight, whereas part 4 is a cell wall which protects a parasite cell from any damage and the infection. So these are the answers to our question B. Okay. So thank you so much everybody. We've come to the end of our short presentation. So for online tuitions, you can call me or WhatsApp me on 0963 6766 15. So this is basically just for biology and the mathematics online tuitions. So don't forget to also subscribe to my YouTube channel and to my Facebook page, including my TikTok channel under the same name, Mr. Mlenga, so that you are well updated on each and every new content that I will be uploading. Thank you so much once again. Bye bye.